Hello everyone, welcome back. In the last video about Fair by Kata, I showed you how we can see the dashboard, the complete summary of your clients. I also showed you how you can vertically divide your shop in the sense that if you have two branches or two different types of businesses, then how you could tag them. I also told you how to add a customer, how to add an order, how to add payments against that customer, and also I told you that your customer will keep on getting SMS reminders every week if they have any pending balance. So that way it helps you in speedy recovery so that you don't have to call them every time and remind them, right? So now we are going to the next session of the Fair Baikata, where recently we have added multiple features in Baikata so that you can use it as mini shopping cart or mini e-commerce website, right? I'm saying mini e-commerce because we are not trying to connect it to payment gateway, because most of the customers are comfortable in paying by cash or they directly want to pay by GPay or UPI, right? So how do I do that? So for doing that, as a vendor, I have a shop. So what I can do is I can go to products section. You'll see this in the menu, and I have already added two books here, for sale. One is a Japanese kanji book, another is a Japanese grammar book. Just for testing, I'll add one more. I clicked on new product out here, and then here I'm saying Japanese vocabulary book. I'll have minimum quantity as 1, and I'll set the price as 100 rupees. Okay, and then just click on save. So once I save here, you'll see that before there were 2 records, now there are 3 records. So for my products, I can keep on adding as many as I want. There is no restriction on that. Now, how does a customer order any of the things that I have for sale, right? Like for example, if someone has a kirana shop, then he will have to probably add all hundreds of products, FMCG products that he might be having, right? Now, what I have to do is, if I go to my profile page, right, then you'll see that there are two ways a customer can order in your shop. One of the ways is basically the one which we saw just now, where we keep on adding the products here, and then whatever the products we have added, those will show up on your profile list, right? Now if you click on my profile, the link that you get is basically by your phone number, so you can very easily just copy paste the link and then share with your customers or in a WhatsApp group, right? So when they click on that link, they will see this page, right? So basically, like you can see that there is a logo here, there is a name of your shop here. Where is it coming from? Let me click here. If I click here and then go to this user profile small button, if I click here, then you'll see that here there is Japanese classes, there is my address, and then also payment terms, disclaimer, and everything. So similarly here there is a logo also. So everything is set here, and then once you click on this my profile, you will be getting the link which will be like vendor profile slash your phone number, which will be very easy for you to copy paste to WhatsApp groups. If you click here, when your potential customer comes here and he clicks here, he can see the payment terms, right? That how should they be paying you. Similarly, your address is also shown here, right? This is a toggle button, so if you click on that, it will go back to its normal size, right? Now you'll see a message here. It says that a vendor cannot place order for himself, because I'm logged in as Japanese classes. I really cannot do anything here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to log out. I'll log out and go to the same page one more time. So if I go to that page one more time, it says kindly log in to place an order, right? So because unless and until the person logs in, we do not know what that customer's address and name, phone number, nothing, right? So we want that customer to log in. So this time what I will do is I will use another user ID for the testing purpose, right? And then I'm logging in here. So now this time it doesn't show me that error message that you cannot place order for your own shop, right? So again, this is the one I'm going to use. So what I will do here is that I'll pick one book, Japanese kanji book, and I'll pick one Japanese vocab book, and I'm going to leave this as 0 just for the testing purpose, right? So I'm going to click on checkout. So just remember 90 and 100, right? Okay, maybe I can make this as two Japanese vocab books, right? So 290. So when I click on checkout, it's gonna summarize. See 90 and then 100 into 2, 200, so 290. Now I'm going to click on checkout. So once I click on checkout, then the order will be passed to the customer. As you can see, order was successfully saved, and I can see the same order here because I have placed multiple orders for the same vendor. That is why I am seeing like so many things out here. But otherwise I will see only one of my orders. Now let's see how the vendor will see it, right? So for that purpose, I will need to log out from here. Okay, I'm logging out from here, and then I'm going to log in as the original vendor, which is Japanese classes. Okay, I'm going to choose and then log in. So if I go to external orders, right, if I click on this, then you will see that there are many orders that are coming here, right? So one of the orders that was placed on 20th of April is for this 290 rupees. So if I click on that, then I am going to see the order 290 rupees, and then if I click on this PDF, I'm also going to see a simple invoice that was generated, right? You can see Japanese classes, then Japanese kanji book 90, and then Japanese vocab book 2, and this is 200 rupees, right? So invoice form and all. So this format is going to get better and better as we eventually develop our system. So for now, this is how it is going to look like. So once I get this order, then what I'm going to do that I'm going to give this documents or these books or I'm going to deliver it to the client. And once I deliver it to the client, then what I'm going to do that I'm going to of course get the cash on delivery as payment. And then ultimately just like I showed you in the previous section, I'm going to go and then mark that the payment has been received for this particular client. So that process remains normal as was shown previously. Like for example, here I'm going to see all those orders here for the same customer. So I can just go, I can see it through this route also, So as you can see, order was placed and the total amount was 90. I can always generate receipts. I can generate invoice, and also of course, if I go and for this particular customer, I can also enter the payment and everything for this customer, right? You can see the enter payment. I can also manually order more orders, add more orders for this customer. So everything is exactly same as before. What has changed is that now, just like in the previous case, you can put an order for that customer by yourself, or the customer can externally put the order on by his own for the products that are on sale for your company, right, or your shop, right? So again, if I click on my profile, this is what is shown. So I already showed you one way of ordering. There is another way of ordering, and that is by taking a picture of your order list of the customer will do that. Like for example, right? For example, if yours is a medical shop, then what happens is that you cannot show like all the products here, right? And also the customer doesn't remember, or it is very difficult for the customer for search for a particular product on such a huge product list. So what the customer is going to do is that he is going to receive the prescription from doctor. He is simply going to take a snap of that, and he is going to choose file and upload that snap, right? So on mobile it will also open up the camera, and then when he places the order, the original order will be of zero amount, because at that point of time the customer simply doesn't know what is going to be the price of everything and what is going to be the total and the GST, right? So when you place the order, when the customer places the order this way, it will simply reach to the vendor with zero amount, and then later on the vendor is going to update the amount to whatever is the actual bill. So I'll just quickly show you how this also is done from the customer's point of view, right? So I'll log out from here because I'm logged in as the vendor himself. So I'll log in, then I'm going to choose another number and I'm going to click on the login, right? So if I go back to the same vendor's profile, then I'm just going to choose file here, right? And I've got like lots of files. They're not necessarily okay. I'll choose this one. All right, and then I click on open, yeah, and then checkout. So once I click on checkout, then immediately that order will be sent to the party. So I'm going to log out again. I'm going to log in as the same vendor, and then I'm going to click on login. Yeah, so if I click on customers, right, here is the customer, I'm going to click here. You will see that there is a, order was placed today with the amount as 0, right? So if I, if I just go and go to edit this order and I click on this A5OG, if you remember that this is what I had chosen as my, test image, right? So, I can always press the back button, go back here, and then maybe edit this order, and I can say that okay, the amount was say 1,000 rupees, and then save. So when I save, the balance amount for this particular person is going to change to, for this order is going to change to 1,000. Yeah, for the same order which was placed externally, right? Then again, as usual, I can enter the payment and do it exactly as required, right? So nothing else changes except that the customer is going to go to your profile page and he will be able to use your, company's profile page as a mini shopping cart, so like a e-commerce kind of a solution. And also the other mechanism of recovery and then sending him SMS, then you are able to see the dashboard. Those are basically, the same advantages as I showed you before. So thank you very much for patiently hearing this demo. Bye bye.